everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of Football of the Century. We break down everything from the NFL's 100th season. I'm your host, Stephen Err, and I want to be the last to wish you all a very happy new year as we are now 1 week into 2020. This episode, we're talking about the wildcard games that kicked off last Saturday in Houston as the Bills took on the Texans in Houston. The Bills were up 16-0 at one point, but the Texans came roaring back to win the game 19-16 in overtime. It was the second wildcard game to ever go into overtime in NFL history. The second AFC wildcard game was between the Patriots and the Titans. The Patriots defense, which was ranked number 1 all season long, could not stop Derrick Henry on this night, and former Patriot Logan Ryan was the one who ended the Patriots' reign as Brady threw a pick six at the end of the game to Logan Ryan, as the Titans went on to upset the Patriots in Foxborough. Sunday brought us the NFC wildcard games between the Saints and the Vikings, and it was another story of the same for the Saints, as a controversial pass interference call against Zach Rudolph, who caught the game-winning touchdown from Minnesota, went against New Orleans, and they once again were troubled by controversy and a playoff exit. They're the first team in NFL history to lose 3 consecutive playoff games on the last play of the game. The second NFC wildcard game was a rematch of a November matchup between the Eagles and the Seahawks, as Carson Wentz made his playoff appearance, but only played a few plays as he went out with a head injury and did not return following a hit from Seattle's defensive end, Jadeveon Clowney. The Seahawks went on to win the game 17-9. They will face the Packers in the second round. The Vikings will travel to San Francisco Saturday to take on the 49ers. That game was on NBC. The Ravens will host the Titans Saturday 8:15 on CBS. And the Seahawks and Vikings will go on 6:40 on Sunday on Fox. And the second AFC game is between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. That game is on Sunday, also on CBS. Local head coaching news: Matt Rule, former Baylor coach, has agreed to a 7-year deal, $60 million with the Carolina Panthers. And Patriots wide receiver and special teams coordinator, I remember his name, Joe Judge is his name. He has agreed to become the new head coach of the New York Giants. The Giants have since also requested Jason Garrett to be interviewed for their offensive coordinator opening. That'll do it for this episode of Football of the Century. I'm host Stephen Err. Next week, we'll be back to talk about the divisional round, so stay tuned for that. Once again, thank you for watching this episode, this very short episode of Football of the Century.